don't know who I am, my name is Mary Tyler, and three of these girls back here are my things, such that I'll tell you about in a second, but we also do hymns and celebrate birthdays together. So it's a lot of fun every other week. In our science class that they do, they have been learning all about space. That's why we're having this program. And they've also learned this year about simple machines. And they've had a lot of fun with that. In art, they have continued to study different forms of art and create pieces based off of artists and different types of art. Be sure to check that out at the reception at the end, because they have art boards with some of that art displayed. And in PE, they have continued to enjoy playing different group games and having fun, getting some exercise, just enjoying some group time, because as homeschoolers, we can't play some of those bigger games when you only have a few in your family, so that's been a lot of fun. In presentations and geography, they did well, continuing to practice their presentation skills while speaking to their class each week. And we brushed up on some of our world geography again this year. And then in the spring, we switch over to theater, obviously, which is why we're doing this. And so they've continued to play games and learn about different aspects of theater and prepare for this program that you're going to see tonight. So as some of our kids have gotten older, we have had to adapt and figure out what we need to do to meet their needs. And so their moms, the moms with the older kids, have done some amazing things and put together some fabulous classes for them as well. And so this year they've studied history together. They've been learning about biology and dissecting all kinds of different little creatures. And they have been studying and creating different forms of art, as well as doing theater and practicing their acting skills, which we'll get to enjoy at the end of this, because they're going to have a fun little play that I know will be entertaining. So we don't want this night to end, though, without talking about our B Week, which is our for lack of a better name, like I said, our other weeks, which are our nature study weeks. And we go and meet and get together and study nature. We've actually been using a curriculum that our very own Krista Davis has been writing specifically for our group and kind of how we're laid out. And so she's been writing this in a way that we can do it every other week, and we've been learning all about nature and different survival skills. So if you're on Facebook, feel free to go like her Facebook page, Running Wild Explorers, and you can hear when she'll be eventually selling that curriculum. So we're her test for that. So again, I just want to say thank you for all these amazing moms. Again, we could not do this without all these amazing people. So special thanks to Anna Williams, Erin Moore, and Krista Davis, and Leslie Johnstone for all you do to make A Week and B Week run smoothly. And thank you, Erin, especially for all your hard work with this program, as well as putting our yearbook. She makes a yearbook for us every year, which is super fun. So, as I mentioned earlier, there will be a reception after this, so we hope you will join us across in the gym for that. I wanted to say thank you so much to Trisha Hudson she went and got all of the food for that and got it all set up, so thank you. And a special thanks to Jason Johnstone and Clint Williams, two of our dads who have been back there and are running the sound and lights, and Jason set up the slides for the kids. So thank you. And one more thanks, of course, last but not least for sure, thank you so much to our husbands and our families who just support us in all of this and work so hard so that we can do this and homeschool our kids, because I don't know about all of them, but I do know. It's such a blessing, and we are so, so thankful. So now, without further ado, let's get this program started. Are y'all ready? All right, let's do it.
Created all these. He who brings up the Mercury is the first planet in the solar system. It is the fastest to orbit the sun, yet the smallest in size. Mercury has extreme temperatures ranging from 800 degrees during the day and negative 290 below zero at night. Neptune, also known as the ice giant, it is the 8th and last planet in the solar system. It is surrounded by 6 rings and it's blue. It has the strongest winds of any planet, blowing at 400 miles per hour, and is the densest.
Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. Venus is also the second planet from the sun and is almost as large as Earth. Venus is named after the Roman goddess of beauty. Uranus is the seventh planet from the sun. The seventh planet from the sun. Uranus is the fourth largest planet and is also an ice giant. Uranus is named after the Roman god of the sky.
The sun. The sun sits at the center of the universe. Even though it is far away, it gives light to all the planets and holds them in orbit. The earth. God created the perfect planet for people, and creating the earth is the third planet from the sun and the only planet we live on.
Mars is called the red planet because of all the iron in its dirt. The dirt and the wind make dust storms that last months and cover the whole planet. Mars has less gravity than Earth, so you can jump higher.
Jupiter is the fifth planet of the sun and largest in size. It is white, yellow, brown, and red. It has a solid surface surrounded by gases. It has 79 moons and is known for its crimson storm, which has been swirling for 300 years.
Pluto. Pluto is a dwarf planet because it's about the same size as 3 non-planet objects, and is half the width of the United States, and is made mostly of ice and rock. Saturn. Saturn is a planet surrounded by rings and is a gas giant, and is made mostly of hydrogen and helium.
Hello, my name is Abigail Tyler, and I am dressed as Wilhelmina Fleming, who was a Scottish-American astronomer. She was born in 1857 in Dundee, Scotland, and moved to Boston, Massachusetts when she was around 21. She got a job as a maid in the home of Professor Edward Charles Pickering, who ran the Harvard College Observatory. Professor Pickering and his wife saw that Wilhelmina was smart, and one day he became frustrated with his male assistants and is said to have stated, "My Scottish maid could do better." He then hired her to help in the observatory. She studied the stars and even discovered some. She became one of the first members of the Harvard computers and was placed in charge of dozens of other women hired to perform star counts and classifications. She once said, "Labor honestly and steadfastly, and recognition and success must crown your efforts in the end."
Stars by Sarah Teasdale. Alone in the night on a dark hill, pines all around me, spicy and still. In heaven full of stars over my head, white and topaz and misty red. Myriads with beating hearts of fire that eons cannot vex or tire. Up the dome of heaven like a great hill, I watch them marching stately and still. And I know that I'm honored to be a witness of so much majesty.
Hello, my name is Allie, and I am dressed up as Eileen Collins. As a kid, she loved summer camp and was interested in flying. She earned a degree in math and science while she did part-time jobs for flying lessons. Most of the time, she lived in Texas. She not only was an astronaut, she also flew airplanes. She was the first female space shuttle pilot. In 1999, she was the first female missions commander for NASA. I like how Eileen Collins was so persistent.
No matter what your age, anyone can make a significant contribution to understandings of the universe. This quote was once written about a young girl who made an amazing discovery. Her name is Caroline Moore. Back in 2008, at the age of 14, she discovered a supernova, which is an exploded star. At the time, she was the youngest person to ever make such a discovery. The supernova Caroline observed is a unique type of all its own and doesn't fit into the rules scientists outline for supernovas. In fact, it is helping scientists better understand the death of stars. Caroline is an adult now and continues to share her love of astronomy with children around the United States and through raising money to build an observatory at her former school.
Hi, I'm Galileo Galilei, and I was born in Pisa, Italy on February 15th, 1564. At about 25, I became a professor at the University of Pisa, where I taught mathematics for 3 years. In 1609, I went to the Netherlands and learned about telescopes, which were children's toys, and I made my own version, which was stronger, which I could see farther into outer space. This allowed me to make discoveries about our solar system and beyond, and led me to discovering 4 moons revolving around Jupiter in 1610. Did you know that I was the oldest of 7 siblings? Must have been hard to ever find a good place to study. Also, in 1637, I became blind but continued to work. I also said that our Earth revolves around our sun and not the other way around. Many people disagreed with me and even threatened to kill me. I inspired people that if you know it's right, you should speak out, even if it's scary.
Hi, my name is Mae Jemison. I was born in Alabama and raised in Chicago. I went to high school at 12 years old and went to Stanford University at 16. I was an engineer and NASA astronaut. I was the first black woman to travel out to space in the Space Shuttle Endeavour in 1992. It took 8 days to travel around the Earth. I served as an astronaut for 6 years and enjoyed helping furthering in the knowledge of space.
Hello, my name is Quinn, and I'm going to tell you about Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was born in Lincolnshire, England in 1643. Isaac Newton was best known for his law of gravity, 3 laws of motion, and incredible advances in mathematics. Did you know Isaac Newton was a strong Christian? He wrote 1.3 million words about the Bible. Isaac Newton once said, "He who thinks half-heartedly will not believe in God, but he who really thinks has to believe in God."
Hi, I'm Nicholas Copernicus. I lived in Poland in the 15th century and was the youngest of 4 children. I was a famous mathematician and astronomer. I was the first to make a model of the universe with the sun as the center.
Hi, my name is Mae Jemison. I was born in Pisa, Italy on February 15th, 1564. At about 25, I became a professor at the University of Pisa, where I taught mathematics for 3 years. I was an engineer and NASA astronaut. I was the first black woman to travel out to space in the Space Shuttle Endeavour in 1992. It took 8 days to travel around the Earth. I inspired people that if you know it's right, you should speak out, even if it's scary.
Hi,
the solar system, revolving around the sun. There are 8 planets in the solar system. Can you name one of them? Mercury's the closest to the sun. Venus is the brightest and hottest one. Mars is red, Jupiter is big, and Earth is where you and I live. There are 8 planets in the solar system, revolving around the sun. There are 8 planets in the solar system. Can you name one of them? Neptune is the coldest and furthest away. Uranus is blue because of gases, they say. Saturn's known for rings and a flat tin ball. The sun is a star at the center of it all. There are 8 planets in the solar system, revolving around the sun. There are 8 planets in the solar system. Can you name all of them? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. There are 8 planets in the solar system, revolving around the sun. There are 8 planets in the solar system. You named all of them.
Hi, I'm Michael Collins. I was born on October 31st, 1930, in Rome, Italy, where my father was stationed at the time. I graduated from the class of 1952 from the United States Military Academy, where I followed my father, my brother, my uncle, and my cousins into the United States Air Force Reserve. I was a fighter pilot, also served as a test pilot, and a major general in the U.S. Air Force Reserve. I was the first American astronaut to ever step foot on the moon. Ow, hey, what was that for? Oh yeah, that was my dream last night. I was the one to fly the Apollo 2 commanding module Columbia around the moon in 1969, while my crewmates Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin here made their first crew landing on the surface. I was the 4th person and 3rd American to perform the spacewalk and logged 266 hours in space. I enjoyed my time as a NASA astronaut and hope my accomplishments will further advance the future generations. Now I'll pass it on to my good buddy.
Hey, my name is Neil Armstrong. I was born on August 5, 1930 in Wapakoneta, Ohio. I was among the first to land on the moon in 1969 with Buzz Aldrin and at the age of 38. I spent 21 hours and 26 minutes on the moon. After I got back to Earth, I became an administrator at NASA headquarters for 2 years. I lived a full life until 2012 when I died during heart surgery. Maybe you are one of the lucky 550 million viewers that heard me say, that's one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind. Now I'm going to pass it on to my buddy, Buzz Lightyear.
Hi, my name is Buzz Lightyear. I'm in Buzz Aldrin. I'm a well-known astronaut, most famous for landing on the moon with Neil Armstrong on Apollo 11 in 1969. I graduated from West Point 3rd in my class. Fun fact, I legally changed my name to Buzz in 1988. My real name is Edwin Eugene. I was born January 20th, 1930, and just celebrated my 93rd birthday while also getting married.
My name is Valentina Tereshkova. I was born on March 6, 1937, which means I am 86 years old. I am a Russian engineer and astronaut. I was the first and youngest woman in space. I flew a solo mission on June 16, 1963, 60 years ago. I orbited the Earth 48 times, spent 3 days in space, and remained the only woman to have been on a solo space mission. Because of this, I was honored with the title Hero of the Soviet Union. In 2013, I was inducted into the International Air and Space Hall of Fame. I still have the title of Major General in the Russian Air Force. I would love to one day go to Mars, even if it's a one-way trip.
My name is Peggy Whitson. I was born on February 9th, 1960, and I am 63 years old. I am a retired NASA astronaut, now working for a private space company. During my time as a NASA astronaut, I spent a total of 665 days, which is about 2 years, in space. I hold 2 records, one for the most spacewalks by a woman, and another for being the oldest woman in space, at the age of 57. My last space mission was in 2017, but I'm about to go on another space mission on May 12th, in just 3 days. I better go get ready.
Hi, my name is Christina Coach, and I grew up in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and moved to Livingston, Montana when I joined NASA. I enjoy serving my community, running, photography, and travel. Recently, I have been chosen to be the first woman to step foot on the moon. Keep an eye on the sky, we'll be flying high.
Hi, I'm Sally Ride. I was born on May 26, 1951 in California. When I was in high school, I actually thought about doing professional tennis for a career, and at college, I thought about being a physics teacher. I just couldn't decide between English, literature, and science, and I ended up getting 2 different degrees in both. In 1977, I saw an ad in the newspaper saying that NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, was looking for astronauts, and over 8,000 people applied, and only 35 were chosen. I was one of them. A year later, while I was still in training, I finished my PhD in physics from Stanford University. On June 18, 1983, I made my first voyage into space aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger and was in space for 6 whole days. It was amazing. And I had just become the first American woman in space, not to mention the youngest at 32 years old. Later on, in 2003, I was added to the Astronaut Hall of Fame. My total time in space was 14 days, 7 hours, and 46 minutes. I was an inspiration for generations, years to come, showing that you can do whatever you want to do by working hard and putting your mind to it.
What's going? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh my goodness, y'all did amazing. Y'all, didn't they do awesome? Such a good job. So proud. I mean, I was like tearing up for some of this, y'all, because I'm just so proud of all of you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I want y'all just to give another round of applause for Class 4, our oldest group in this class, this age. Good job, guys. Y'all can exit. We're going to do this for the rest of the classes as we prepare for the next part of our program. So, Class 1, will y'all come up? Y'all did such a good job on your poem and your song. Let's give a round of applause for Class 1. Good job, guys. Good job. All right, y'all can head down. Good job. All right, class 2, come on up. Y'all did amazing on your presentations. This was our first time to have a speaking part like that. Oh my goodness. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay, y'all can head down. And then last but not least, class 3. Come on up. Y'all did amazing as well. I just can't get over how good y'all all did. Y'all just, good job. Great job, guys and gals. Good job. All right, so I'm going to hand the microphone over to Miss Ada Lowe. She has been working really hard this semester with the oldest class on a poem a play that they wrote themselves that she's going to tell you about. So thank you so much for taking that on. I know they've had a blast, and y'all are going to be entertained for sure.
Thank you. So, as Miss Mary mentioned, I am Ada Lowe, and I have a big kid in the teen class. Kind of hard to believe she's 13 now, but more importantly, all of the kids that work together, they begged and begged and begged to create their own play, and I succumbed because I am the new kid on the block and I didn't know any better. So we went with it, and I'm very impressed, very proud of what they've done. I do appreciate all the hard work that they have put forth. What you'll see tonight is most of their material. They threw up all the things they wanted to throw up on me, and I put it together, and then they worked really hard learning their lines and their places and doing what they needed to do to get it together. So it wasn't always easy, but they did what they needed to do. So at one point during the play, they are going to be tossing gently some things out for the kids. Don't worry if you don't like what you get or if you don't get anything. They are going to be at the doors at the end of the play in costume and ready to pass out or exchange anything that you get or don't get. So just be ready for that. And because we didn't have enough stress yesterday, they decided to throw together a surprise ending. So we're going to see how that goes. I think so far, so good. I, again, am really proud of them and all the work they did. And I think they are ready. So we are going to, I appreciate the Milo Stage Minions, by the way, all my little people who came to undo all that was done. So since we are ready, we're going to go ahead and introduce the Feast Teens with their play entitled To Be Determined.
Where is everyone? We're never going to do this play right if no one shows up. Don't worry, I told them. They'll be here. I think. Oh. It's okay, we still have 15 minutes. Are we ready to start? Wait, where is everyone? I have ball practice today. Oh, do y'all need some help? Yeah, thanks. That'd be great, Jordan.
I'm in. But it doesn't matter. Daddy, we'll have some meteorites. It doesn't matter. Come on.
Y'all, those cows are out of you. I'm here now, though. How can I help? Okay, is that everyone, Caitlin? Well, actually. Hello, my sword fans. Sorry. My driver got lost. Wait, why are we meeting? This is where the teacher put us. This is our group? Well, Lily, I see you've met Bongo, Annie, Jordan, and Amelia. Also, I kind of had to promise them food.
Dino Nuggets.
Oh, yeah. Where's my coffee? Okay, here are these snacks.
No Dino Nuggets. Well, can I have some coffee? Might as well die caffeinated. Well, yep, that's about right.
Okay, everyone, we need to get this going, or it won't get finished. I need to see what everyone has.
Does any of it really matter anyways?
But the kids are going to be so disappointed if we don't have anything to present to them.
They're just elementary kids. Can't we just, throw Play-Doh at them or something? They won't care.
Sure, maybe exciting to present to them.
I can show all of my new followers how to actually curl hair.
I'll show them how to shoot a basketball the right way.
I'll show them how to build a shelter against meteorites.
I'll show them how to lasso those cows to the ground. Wait a minute. What kids again? What? Did none of you read my messages? What messages?
That was you?
Uh-oh. You might be the person I'm blocking.
Guys, we're not building a show around demonstrations. We're creating a play for the elementary kids.
A play?
What?
Not about hair, shelter, cows, or basketball. Space, you guys.
Oh.
Wonder what it would be like to play basketball in space.
I'm not sure I could get my shelter building equipment up there.
Hold on. There's no cows in space. I bet my hair would look so adorable on the moon.
No. You guys, it's not going to work for a play.
Remember, space, like the final frontier, but for elementary kids.
Probably literally the final frontier.
So, like, you want me to tell them how the sun is big and out? Like my basketball, and how it's 93 million miles away from Earth? Hey, can I draw on that? I want to jot some things down.
Yeah, sure. And that's right about the sun.
I'll tell the poor souls about the oddly shaped rocks out in space called asteroids.
I guess I can do that. I'll explain how Earth is the only planet the sun has and be able to split life. Like my house. God made it that way.
I'll tell them all about those nighttime constipations made out of stars. Like me.
Please tell me you make constellations.
So close, Amelia. So close.
Well, at least you're kind of getting the idea anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Making progress. What else can we work in?
I could tell them about these things out in space called comets. But they don't do, since they're just ice and rock, they don't do much damage usually.
Blue white stars might shine bright, but they will never be brighter than me.
I appreciate you being here today, Amelia. I know you must be so busy. Oh, please. Did you know that Mars has 635,000 craters? That could be a lot of watering holes.
Well, there are, speaking of which, there are these things called, meteorites. They're the ones that get through the atmosphere and hit Earth. More dinosaurs!
Yeah, or we could tell them about the 8-round planet. Oops, still working on that. I'll go get it.
Okay, what else can we work in? Maybe we could test things out like marshmallows and toothpicks and try to make a constellation.
That sounds like it might be fun, actually.
Perfect, got it down.
Someone help me back here. I found something in the back closet.
What do you mean? They made them do anything.
Didn't someone go up into space once?
Yes. I think you mean astronauts. And we've had dogs, monkeys, and even mice go to space.
I used to make moons out of the little chocolate cookies. That sun makes moonshine almost as bright as me.
Cookies actually don't sound like a bad idea. Wow.
Thanks for the help, Bongo. We
go. This is it. Y'all ready? Come on, go. Get over here.